Hello everybody, NinjaX the Enlightened Gamer here. Welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, we had another Tales of the Ebonhawk, and we explored the rest of Kashyyyk while also finding Mission's brother here on Tatooine. Today, we transition to what's one of my less liked planets. I definitely like Mannan more than Korriban in this game because at least there's some stuff to do on Mannan. But we'll get into more of that as we go. Alright, and another area transition here, and make it so. That's right, I've seen Star Trek. And here is the vision for where the star Mup is. And it looks like it's either in a canyon or... oh, bubbles, underwater. It has to be underwater. Bibbles! Bibbles! Bubbles! Wow.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Mannan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
It looked like the star map was underwater. Bibbles!
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Okay, really quick, before we do some character talking, I just want to say that intro scene where you land on Mannan is so deliciously Star Wars feeling. It really feels like you're landing on another world. And I think that's one of the takeaways that I'm going to say right now that I didn't really care for in episode 7. Yes, there was lots of action. Yes, the story was basically episodes 4 through 6 all rolled together. But the planets were forgettable. I don't even remember the names of any of them, but if you asked me the name of any other Star Wars planet and showed me a picture of it, I could probably name it. From Ryloth to Mannan. Well, enough of my opinionated ramblings. Let's talk to Bastila again.
How can I help?
I'd like to talk about what you said before, about giving in to your emotions.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council.
The real truth is that people aren't pawns. We're not tools that are meant to be saved. All we can do is be encouraged to follow our own path and hope that by knowing the difference between right and wrong, we'll stick to the right. but you can never count on it. Always temptation will linger, regardless of who you are. You can't just save who you like because you want to save them. I disagree. I don't think you've failed. I think that you've done all you can do.
Perhaps you're not being truly objective then. There's no need to spare my feelings on this point. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
You're doing your best, I'm sure.
That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough.
That's considerate. I'm gonna stick by my guns. And maybe you need a little encouragement. Maybe we can help each other.
That's a kinder response than I deserve. And I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before. And you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together.
What did you expect me to be? Actually, yeah, what did you expect me to be?
Well, just different, I suppose. Things are not going as I thought they would. I need time to think about all this. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Okay, let's stop one more time.
Then I suggest...
No.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Let's bring... I think we're gonna go with Karth and Bastila at first on Mannan. Even though this is a highly skill-centric planet, I just kind of feel like it's right.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Nah!
Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
I think we might have exhausted all of our conversation options with Juhani. I feel like her revealing that Taurus was her homeworld was pretty much the end of her arc.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship. I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you just wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Is that what you see around me too?
Well, it's not so much a hurricane as a slight breeze. But that doesn't mean anything. Destiny is sometimes in the eye of the beholder. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
Just how young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling Force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. Oh, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I love that this is the top option. I'm not gonna pick it, but... What does that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Okay, there has to be more. Please let there be more.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I wanted more. Well, let's talk with Cantorus here
Yeah,
before
what
we
do
leave.
you want?
Any
Hey,
stimulants?
don't a real war.
We're
Is
good.
there anything else you
We're
need?
good. We're good. We're good.
Your
We're
choice.
good. We're good. And then missions, and she's not gonna come with us, at least not at first.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk about your brother.
Look, I'm happy Griff's alive, but I'm mad at him right now. And I don't know what kind of job he's got for you, but I don't trust him. It's probably just another scam. So, is there anything else you need? Okay,
Never mind.
have it your way.
Okay. Let's finally get busy with Mannan. Aesthetically, I think they could have done a lot more with this planet. Leveling up Karth. Leveling up Karth is fun. Let's give him max sniping. And accept. And Bastila's not ready to level up. Yeah, as a planet I don't care for Mannan as much because, well, honestly, it's kind of boring to look at after the landing. I mean, you can't even see the water, which is kind of disappointing. At least in my opinion. The story elements in this planet are okay, though, and it's definitely not as glitchy as Kashyyyk was. Good lord, the glitches. Good
You
lord,
Republic
and
people
Jedi
are
having
so
the
pathetic,
glitches.
sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, that's the other reason I don't really care for this place.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It is alright.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
I'd like to ask a few questions.
Of course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require?
Why are there Sith on Mannan?
Well, for the KotOR, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the selkath built Ahto City in the first place. To explore KotOR.
What is KotOR?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what KotOR is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that KotOR is only found naturally on Mannan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the selkath harvesting what KotOR bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Republic and Sith both stay here?
The selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling KotOR to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of KotOR on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
No, we're
Of
good.
course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
I didn't get it! Anyway, so that's the whole deal with Mannan. If you remember that scene from Empire Strikes Back where Luke is floating in the Bacta tank, that has a lot of KotOR in it.
Carth! Carth Onesi, is that you?
Jordo?
It is you, isn't it? I knew it when I laid eyes on you. You old space dog. How've you been? I thought for sure you'd be fighting on some ship out there.
I was. I crashed.
That's pretty rich. I can't imagine what it would take to keep you on the ground. Must have something to do with your friend here, eh? How's it going?
Nice to meet you, Jordo.
So what are you doing here, Jordo? Last time I saw you was on, well, Telos, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame about home. Telos still hasn't recovered. The family and I moved on, and I'm working for Zerka now. I didn't see you after... what I mean is, my condolences on your wife. I heard what happened. At least your boy made it through all right.
My boy? You mean Dustle?
Yes, of course. I saw him at my last stop on Korriban, though he didn't recognize me. You didn't know he was there?
No. Jordo, Dustle's been missing since the attack on Telos. Are you absolutely certain it was him?
Yeah, I'd recognize Dustle anywhere. Positive. He's He's joined the Sith, Garth.
What do you mean he's joined the Sith?
There's an academy for the Sith on Korriban. He's a student there. I saw him suited up in their outfit and everything. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. Well, thanks for telling me, Jordo.
Sure, no problem. Good to see you again, Garth. Hope everything works out with Dustil.
Dustil? Dustil is alive. We have to go to the Korriban Academy and find him.
I understand. We'll go as soon as possible.
Thank you. I just have to see him. I have to know what happened to him. All this time I thought he was... I mean, he must be a man by now.
Plot twists. Pretty neat. Yeah? I have some Gizka if you're interested. Is there no way I can convince you to take them off my hands? Oh, 100 credits. I don't know if I want to do that. I was hoping to sell them. How about if we just call it even? Fine. Okay, so that's a native selkath. And we leveled up. Yay! Huh, let's see what else we can get as far as abilities go. We can get Master Lightsaber, or Advanced Jedi Defense, or some measure of toughness. You know what? I think toughness might be a good idea. Actually, no, let's max out our saves. Let's get Master Conditioning. We can get toughness later. Huh. Let's get Disable Droid. We don't want to go to West Central yet. Oh, let's see who's behind here. I feel like I don't want to be here yet. Yes, I understand. Thank you. You can be telling me that while I'm moving. That'd be really awesome. Yep. I'm not gonna go in any of the docking bays just right now. Alright, you know what? I think I am gonna go to the west zone.
Yes?
Super speed! Blue streak speeds by. Sonic the Hedgehog. Too fast for the naked eye. Not Sonic the Hedgehog. Not Sonic. She can really move. Not Sonic. She's got an attitude. Not Sonic. She's the fastest thing alive. Other than all the other Jedi. Who are you? No. 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 I don't want a Pazik. If you're interested, it's literally just the game 21, but you get to make your own deck of cards. If at all possible. What are the rules exactly? That's it? Only 2 laws? I understand. Make it 50 credits and you got a deal. I don't like this planet. Here's your docking fee. Okay, so don't leave until we're completely done. Ever. Blue streak speeds by. Not Sonic the Hedgehog. Too fast for the naked eye. Not Sonic the Hedgehog. Not Sonic. You can really move. Not Sonic. Got an attitude. I just want to ask you some questions. Wow, thanks, Captain Butt. I appreciate the rotten condescendingness of your rotten condescendingness. Well, I'm gonna wander around for a little bit and hopefully find out where we're supposed to go. Really? 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 Really?
Precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Yeah, yeah.
Kakincha nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa.
Answers, what are you talking about?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra.
Yeah, being a Sith generally has that consequence.
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. O tong hitwama ji aki inko tu. Tong panokun. No nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha.
Answers to what?
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, amora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan.
You know what? I actually approve of this. This guy's kind of got like a postmodern take on asking NPCs in towns where to go next. But I'll be going now. Postmodern bug man.
Topa na oto bokasa, pampa ki mulira kunkin, changwaba.
Postmodern bugman hulas. You're shady, apparently. But you're not a penguin, so I'm not cool with it. We're not gonna go here just yet. Really quick. Wow, we've already gone for 34 minutes. That's, not a good sign for Mannan, is it?
Baston, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Well, were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
Maybe losing lightsabers is a side effect. No, that's I kind of have to, but that's so mean. Maybe losing lightsabers is a side effect of her battle meditation.
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of it. history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Kath, though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Oh, so there were a few more of those. This is the Republic Embassy, and right across the hall is a door. Wow. Enthralling. The Visitors Hotel. This will become important later. Probably much later, since we have Karth and Bastila in our party. But let's go see if the Republic can use our help in any way.
Welcome to Mannan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
I have a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Mannan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
What is this recording?
It's intelligence information about Sith activities on Mannan, as well as some oceanographic reports on the local marine life.
Where's the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Mannan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
This message will now self-destruct. How do I get to the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Is there another way?
The Sith have got the selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I think I'll decrypt the pass card.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay, let's see what's up in here.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
What kind of holes?
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Well, it just sounds like it's a simple mathematics. Tempting, but no, let's just decrypt the Sith pass card. Accessing additive matrix. Terminal sequence 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16, so it's adding one more than the last. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. That should be... $22, I think. Subtractive matrix. 21, 18, 16, 15, 15, 16. That'd be minus -2, so that'd be plus 2. It'd be 18. Multiplicative matrix. 1 times 2 is 2, times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. And you'll have to forgive me because I'm not so good at math anymore. Cheat here. And... 64. I know most people could probably do that in their head, and I have a very good reason why I struggle with it. Divisive matrix. I believe that's divided by 2. Divided by 2. That means it'd be 4 divided by 2, which is 2. Exponential matrix. Oh. Well, there's only 4 guesses. I don't really want to work it out in my head. Let's guess 6. Logarithmic matrix. (10 minus 83 minus 32 5). I don't have a clue. I'm just gonna guess again. I'm gonna guess 6. Let's slice it. No. Forget it. The direct route it is. I don't feel like playing mind games. And also interrogating this prisoner is a pain, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so I can't go in there even though I'm Jetty Master, working for the Jetties, because Jetty. Well, this was a dull episode. At least we met Postmodern Bugman. But I think I'll head out. I'll end this now. Until next time, I've been Ninjo X, the Enlightened Gamer, and as always, I hope you too will stay enlightened.